Welcome to the February 2008 City Focus. On this edition, revitalizing our historic downtown. Round Rock reads. Striving for better medical coverage. And planning our Parks and Rec future. These stories and more on City Focus.
The future vision of development in downtown is coming into focus. The City Council has made the redevelopment of downtown one of our top priorities, and the planning process has just taken a significant step.
In late November, the city began the process of identifying the issues and opportunities that will need to be addressed to ensure that downtown Round Rock can reach its full potential. Consultants interviewed city council members, downtown business owners, and staff, and conducted a public meeting at the Baca Center to get community input. The results of that input are now in a final report that anyone can view online at roundrocktexas.gov/downtown. Here are some of the highlights of what we heard. Preserving the historic core is a top priority. Many see Brushy Creek and Lake Creek as wonderful natural features downtown that are mostly untapped. We'll need to address traffic and pedestrian issues. Parking is an issue for most downtowns, and ours is no exception. Neighborhood preservation is important. Creating new public gathering spaces is a priority. Last but not least, folks say they would love to have additional dining and entertainment options downtown. The City of Round Rock seeking qualified consulting firms that will help us put the plan together to bring to reality our shared vision for downtown Round Rock. It's an exciting project and one you can be involved with. Just go to our downtown planning blog and share your thoughts and ideas with us.
Most know that Round Rock is the 13th safest city in the country, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't know what's going on in our neighborhoods. If you'd like to check out police service calls to your subdivision or apartment complex, then check out the neighborhood crime reports at roundrocktexas.gov. From the city's homepage, navigate to Departments, Police, Neighborhood Crime Reports, or you can surf directly to roundrocktexas.gov/crime reports. Here you will see a page with information about the different crime analysis reports that are prepared by the police department. Before you delve into looking at the various reports, you should have a look at the link titled "A Few Notes on Interpreting These Reports." This PDF file will serve to put the data you'll look at into context. Another helpful tool is the map of the different neighborhoods in the city for which reports are created. This way you can see exactly which neighborhood to look at for your report. Clicking on a neighborhood or apartment complex name will open a PDF showing various data related to police activity in the area. At the top of the document, there is information on how to interpret the data and a map showing the area at the street level. Below that is a graph of total calls by month over the previous 6 months with data available, and a chart of the most frequent calls. Finally, there's a large table of calls by type and disposition. Here you can get a more detailed view of why an officer was dispatched to the area. We live in a safe community, and using the information at roundrocktexas.gov/crime reports, we can keep up with what's going on around us.
The Round Rock Public Library invites the community to join together to read the same book as part of the second annual Round Rock Reads.
Round Rock Reads is the city's community-wide reading event. A committee of library staff chose 6 titles and then asked the community to vote for which book they would like to read. Votes were recorded at a number of locations around town as well as online. We are excited to announce that the community has chosen Texas in Her Own Words by Tweed Scott as this year's Round Rock Reads selection.
Oh, I am so happy that this book was chosen because for me, in a sense, it's like the book has come full circle. It's done a lot of really great things, but now here's an opportunity for the entire community to get their hands on it, read it, absorb it, and take what they will from it.
Folks read the book in February and March. Programs will be held at the library, at Barnes & Noble, and the Higher Education Center in April.
What I would like to see them do is to come away with a sense of heritage and who they are. The beauty of this book is that I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with people and literally look into their eyes and literally peer into their hearts and souls.
As always, there's a lot happening at the library, and we invite everyone to come by and check out our great facility. For more information, check out roundrocktexas.gov/library.
Citizens tell us there's no more important service we provide than public safety. Responding to medical emergencies as quickly as possible is a priority for our fire department, and Chief Larry Hodge believes there's a way, with a little help from our friends, to improve response times.
In 2006, the Round Rock Fire Department added these rescue units to its fleet. They're smaller, quicker vehicles capable of a faster response time to medical emergencies. The idea is that you don't need one of these ladder trucks to respond if you're having a heart attack or other medical emergency. Our latest time-saving idea is to have Williamson County EMS move their ambulances out of our fire stations into stations of their own to improve response times to as many of our citizens as possible.
Well, it's important that we get there as soon as we can to save a life. And the American Medical Association and American Heart Association says that drive time should be no more than 4 minutes to help save that life.
To illustrate the proposal, Chief Hodge and City Manager Jim Noose presented these maps to county commissioners last month. This first map shows the area the Round Rock Fire Department can respond to in 6 minutes. This map shows what Round Rock can respond to in 4 minutes. Now, here's the area that Williamson County EMS can respond to in 4 minutes. So what can EMS cover in 4 minutes that Round Rock can't? That's the point. But what if EMS relocates to strategically placed stations of its own? The 4-minute response time for EMS and Round Rock would look like this. This idea of moving EMS out of Round Rock fire stations was put to Round Rock citizens during a series of public meetings in 2006. Nearly 75% supported the idea.
As a matter of fact, when we explained it to them, they didn't understand why we weren't already doing that.
But of course, making these changes would come with a cost. But the nearly 600 citizens who participated in these public meetings told us they were willing to pay more in property taxes for improvements to public safety services.
Where we are now is the county is asking for a study to go back and look at this, because our hope is that this just isn't for Round Rock. Our proposal is this should be done throughout Williamson County, because we think what makes good sense in Round Rock, we think makes sense for Williamson County.
On your marks, get set, and now ready, go! Everybody razzle dazzle, everybody razzle dazzle, everybody razzle dazzle, if it's all night long. Now here's a dance, everyone can do. It's a hipster's dance, and the square cats too. Walk to take your chance, and this is all you do. You just take your baby, don't you leave that spot. Then you dance like crazy, I'm giving all you got.
The Parks and Recreation Department is in the process of creating a long-term strategic master plan. We want to hear from you what you'd like the plan to include. Do you want more parks, more trails? You can let us know at a series of open houses in February.
A strategic master plan helps shape the vision for a community's future. It guides funding and budget allocations, land use, project development, and much more. This project began with a phone survey of 400 households in November and individual discussions with council members about the future of parks and recreation in Round Rock. In addition, the project will include focus group meetings with homeowners associations and citizen groups. At the open houses, the Parks and Recreation Department will show participants the current amenities in the city and gather input on desired improvements and additions. Make a difference in your community as we plan the future of Parks and Recreation. Attend an open house and have your opinion heard. All open houses are from 6 to 8:30 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Here's a list of the currently scheduled meetings.
The City of Round Rock Youth Basketball Program sets itself apart again in 2008 with the Gaddyland March Mayhem Tournament.
For the second consecutive year, the City of Round Rock has partnered with the Austin Toros and Gaddyland to host the Gaddyland Mini March Mayhem Tournament for youth boys basketball. In the event, teams in the Round Rock Parks and Recreation Youth Basketball Division I League are renamed to represent one of the major university teams expected to compete in the NCAA March Madness tournament this spring.
This tournament is going to allow us to stand out. When you talk about the programs that we have out there basketball-wise, this is going to be the top and premier program in this area. Our Mini March Mayhem is going to set us apart.
The youth teams are seated in the tournament according to selection committee, just like in the real March Madness, and the teams will compete on the Austin Toros home court. The winning teams will be recognized during the Austin Toros game on March 1st. Check out our boys basketball superstars as they hit the Austin Toros home court on March 1st.